Well, hey guys, welcome to another video by Fitness Technology Services. So today is another service call video. I'm out here at Optimum Physical Therapy in Dunkirk, Maryland. They have quite a few machines in here, so I'm just doing a kind of a do-over on a Landice L7, and I don't get to do a lot of Landices, so I thought I would record this as I always do. So I guess really let's get started. This video is going to be on changing both the motor controller, and this is a double-sided deck, so I'm going to flip the deck over and install a new belt. Then I'm going to do an amp comparison between what a new belt will do for a machine versus the machine that's right next to it, which is not new. All right, so let me set up. This is going to be simple, the first thing, but one thing about Landice is they're kind of particular about everything. So I'm just going to give you one little quick hint on just removing the hood. All right, so here we go. This is really simple. Probably don't even need to videotape this, but because it's slightly different, super easy. But again, Landice is pretty particular about everything, and they make a pretty good machine, so we may as well do it the way they want. Now, their hood screw is not mounted, not tapped into, not a tapping screw. It is machine drilled and tapped. So you don't really want to use a power tool to pull that out, because if you ruin any of the threads, I'll show you in 1 second here. So I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. As you notice, I'm not using no power tools. Everything's done by, well, it won't be everything, but the hood's removed by hand. All right. Safer, safer, safer. And the reason for that is it's completely easy to remove, but the hood mounting screw goes right into the frame. And the frame is a nice aluminum, so you don't want to strip that. And you don't want to put a tech screw, or you always want to make sure it's a tapping machine type of screw back in there, so because it's got threads inside of there. All right, and the wall of it's not that thick, so if you put a tech screw in it, it will barely stick into it. The whole tech part of the screw, the sharp part, will just ruin the hole. All right, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit, because cleaning it's not part of the video. So give me a second, I'll be right back with you. Okay, we removed the hood. Next thing we're going to do is replace the controller. This is really just going to be a demo for you guys. I just kind of want to explain some of the differences with the Landice and some of the other machines. The controller will remove pretty smooth. Again, no tech screws, everything's tapped. Everything works pretty smooth. The only thing I really want you to pay attention to, you should really take a picture of Landice controllers, only because sometimes, well, almost all the time, they have different color coordinations, and this particular older machine has a capacitor, and you want to make sure that gets hooked up, and it also has an inductor. So with the capacitor, really, before you change the control panel, you should let it sit for a couple hours, maybe even let it sit overnight. Let that thing completely discharge, because it's kind of a bummer if you short both sides of it. It'll give you a little bit of shock. When I was in the door trade, we used to throw those to new people just to scare and shock them. All right, so you have to be careful, but you can see neutral all the way at the bottom for the cap, then black is positive, then a ground, then part of the inductor. Everything is clearly marked on the boards, I just want you to know. So they use blue and brown a lot of times instead of black and white for your hot and your neutral, so that's another good thing to know. They use black and white for the motor. But beyond that, it's a pretty straightforward. I would really recommend taking a picture of that. I'm getting ready to energize it. Once I energize it, then I don't want to touch it again because it's got a hot capacitor on it, all right? So that's really the board, all the other connections, the incline, the main control, the sensor for the incline, And the speed sensor, they use a 3-wire speed sensor, which means one side is hot. It's a Hall effect. In theory, it's a little more accurate than the standard little reed switch that goes by. So anyway, these all turn out pretty good. Tighten everything back real quick. I'm not gonna completely bore you on all that. So we're just gonna put this bad boy back down in here. And by the way, for this particular machine, I had to have the board rebuilt. They don't make this board anymore. And later on in this video, I'm gonna do the hard project, which changing this deck and belt. Usually you don't have to change the deck on Landice. You just flip the deck over.
Paige, you want to get that thing around her?
See, look at that. Cannot put it in wrong. As hard as I tried, did you see that? To put that in the wrong port, it would not go. So that's a good thing. Now, once you know what you're doing, it's not so bad, huh? All right, so that's the controller. We will go over with the hood later on in the video. That's really about it. Don't forget to remount the 2 screws, hold it back down. But that is changing a motor controller on a Landice L7. Be right with you.